So we get on to the slightly more interesting drama. So we have Hideo Kojima seems to get himself into a little bit of trouble, a little bit of an international incident, as it were. So, Hideo Kojima, Metal Gear creator Hideo Kojima issues an official statement distancing himself from Italian cartoonist after now deleted photo sparks backlash. And it all comes from one photo that he took at a random convention with some random dude. So it says Death Stranding and Metal Gear creator Hideo Kojima has issued a statement distancing himself from Italian cartoonists after deleting a photo of the pair meeting at the Luca Comics and Games 2025 convention earlier in November. In the now deleted image below, Kojima posed alongside Michael Zerocalcare Reich, which that's a very unfortunate name. Hello, Mr. Reich. How are you? Ooh, unfortunate name for your boy. It says author of the graphic novels Kobane Calling and Now No Sleep Till Shingal. While the legendary developer held up a copy of the former, both novels document the struggles of war, but sympathize with the Syrian Kurdish YPG militia accused by some humanitarian groups of using child soldiers. The United States does not classify the YPG as a terrorist organization. Instead, the United States partnered with the YPG in the broader Syrian Democratic Forces as an ally in the fight against ISIS. However, United States' position is in contrast with that of Turkey, a NATO ally, which views the YPG as a terrorist group due to its close ties with the PKK, the Kurdish Workers' Party. The PKK is a designated foreign terrorist organization by the US, European Union, and by Turkey. So, what's going on here is that Hideo Kojima is friends with this mangaka comic dude, this graphic novelist dude, and the graphic novelist dude is in support of these Kurdish groups that are fighting in Syria and to some sort of possible lesser extent Turkey. So what's going on here is that the Kurds want their own country. They want Kurdistan, essentially. All right, and the YPK are part of the various factions that helped bring down the Assad regime and also to defeat ISIS in Syria. And they're situated in the northern border of Syria. And now we helped them in that civil war, but since they are Kurdish, all right, and they're all kind of connected to this, Kurdistan movement, they've been deemed as terrorists by Turkey, but not necessarily by America. Mainly because they're connected to the PKK, who are somewhat dedicated as terrorists. And I don't know much about the PKK's actions because I don't know much about Turkish politics. But I do know a bit about what happened in Syria. And the YPG are definitely not the bad guys in this situation. But, Turkey has a hard-on for the Kurds, and it is what it is. So that it caused a little bit of an international situation. So, Hideo had to back off. It's just kind of funny that this would happen to him because this kind of stuff happens in his stories. All right, because, Metal Gear, they had, child soldiers and revolutionaries and all kind of stuff has been in Metal Gear games. So, it's interesting that he will be involved in something like this. So, that's about it for this one. Alright, so tell me what you think in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, have yourself a good one. And we on the road to Christmas, baby.